so we'll go back over here.
Hi, I'm from New Zealand and I actually lived in Holland. My question for you is, were you able to walk down the street without people realizing who you were there?
Have I ever walked down the street in New Zealand without people realizing who I was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. I think. I never really think about that kind of thing, to be honest. I just sort of go where I go and I don't really, it doesn't enter my mind so much. Unless I'm coming to a place like this, where you all are. But I don't often think about it, so I suppose I could walk down the street and no one says anything and I don't think anything of it, so then yes. But it really changed. It's funny, because we were living in New Zealand for so long making the films, and whilst we were there making them, we didn't get a lot of attention from locals, because we were treated like locals. We were there for so long, we knew everybody in town and had all these businesses, bars, restaurants, so on and so forth. We were effectively a part of the fabric of the community, quite literally. What was funny is going back after the movies came out, that all changed. The movies came out and suddenly they were like, oh, it's you, and it's like, yeah, but I was here! What's the difference?
Go back over here.
Hello.
Hello? Hello. I know you started, you were in The Good Son.
Yeah.
But how did you start out acting? Like your acting career?
It started when I was, 7, 8 years old. 7, really, I suppose. Went out to Los Angeles. I'm from Iowa. I was born in Iowa. Went out to Los Angeles for what then was like a modeling and talent convention. And my brother and my mom and I went. My brother's 7 years older than me, and he was actually more active in school plays and musicals and things. So I had kind of a more vested interest. But I went to this convention, and there were talent managers and agents, and this one man pulled me aside and he was like, would you like to become an actor? And I was like, yeah. It sounded fun. I didn't have that much, pre-existing interest. But it sounded fun, and I think part of it was that I just liked people. The idea of performing was exciting, and California was exciting. It was all very exciting. So we moved the family out to Iowa, from Iowa, just my mom, my brother, and I, just to sort of see, I got an agent and started auditioning for commercials, thinking that would kind of only be it, that I would just do commercials for fun. And it sort of moved away from that relatively quickly. The first thing I did was a Paula Abdul music video for Forever Your Girl, that I later found out was directed by, it was David, who directed Seven? Why am I forgetting that? Thank you, David Fincher, thank you. David Fincher made movies, he did music videos and commercials. Michael Bay did the same. They all came like music video / commercial directors. Anyway, silly fact. But yeah, then I started doing the very first role I had in the film was a movie called Back to the Future 2. And it blew my mind as a child because I grew up watching the original. So the fact that I was on that set in the future, oh man, it was a mind bender. It was amazing. And then, shortly after that, I kind of kept working in film, so that's the truncated version of how it all started. Hello.
Hi. I have sort of a weird question.
Oh, I love weird questions.
Can you explain the Bunny Museum video? Kind of surreal. Don't really know what's going on. It seems.
Oh, can I explain the Bunny Museum commercial?
Yeah, is it what it is? It's kind of just like this.
It kind of is what it is, but I will explain it. Yeah. Has anyone seen the Bunny Museum commercial? Okay, you should actually look at it because it's really weird. The Bunny Museum is a real place in Pasadena. It is the world's largest private collection of bunnies. Go to the website. And a friend of mine, who's my producing partner, this guy called Josh Waller, was preparing for a screening of a project that he did with his brother, and he wanted his friends to make commercials or ads or little mini shorts to sort of add to the program for this screening. he wanted me to direct one, which I didn't end up doing. He was like, I've got this idea. He's like, check out this website, it's gonna blow your mind. And I go to this website, and it's for the Bunny Museum. And there's all sorts of interesting things, one of which is a list of clues that you can give your friends to surprise them about taking them to the Bunny Museum. And let me tell you, these clues barely relate to the museum. Clues like terrific. How the fuck does that relate to the museum? Magical, so on and so forth. So he was like, we need to shoot a commercial for this museum. And by the way, the folks that run the museum, it's a couple. The way this whole thing started is it was Valentine's Day, and the husband gave to the wife a bunny rather than what you typically give at Valentine's Day. And it then set off their life's obsession. They have live bunnies, as well as every derivation of bunny you can possibly imagine. And cats. And they also freeze-dry their bunnies when they die. And they had a couple in the freezer waiting freeze-drying while we were there. So we shot 3 versions of a commercial, one of which actually employs the clues that you can tell your friends to surprise them. Do check it out. I'm really proud of it. And when I got there, I had this weird little sweater that I wore, and I got there and I was like, oh, I think I need to have weird facial hair for this. And I shaved. I didn't have a razor, and I asked the woman, it was actually the husband because the wife was away, so I haven't met her yet, but the husband, I said, do you happen to have any shaving implements in your bathroom that are clean? And he had some unused razors, and like, great, so it was like a 2-razor, and it was really shitty. So I like rudimentarily shaved most of my face off, and then left just a little bit of a mustache. Oh man, fond memories.